and welcome to Reading Kids Comics.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Elizabeth.
We're here to talk about Raina Telgemeier's Smile trilogy. So first off, we're going to talk about Smile, first book in the series. So what's Smile about?
Smile is about, it's a true story.
True story.
That happened to Raina Telgemeier. And she trips one night after a Girl Scout meeting and severely injures her two front teeth.
Just the two?
Uh-huh. And she has to wear a fake retainer, headgear.
Brutal. How old is she when this, roughly? Middle school?
Middle school, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say about maybe 13. No, she's 11.
11, okay.
Yeah.
So
I think.
I think they say it's dental drama.
Yes, yeah. Dental drama.
So it's all about her life when she's 11, 12-ish, and her accident and her getting braces. So, so how did you find this book?
I think I found it at Scholastic Book Fair.
At school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you told me about it, and I thought, okay.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Like you were just starting to read comics, so I grabbed it. You were one of the first kids in your school to read it.
In my grade, probably.
In your grade, yeah.
Maybe someone else read it. They just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, we didn't see it around. But within that year, I'd say a lot of your friends I started to see them popping up.
This year it's really popular.
Oh, yeah. This was a couple of years ago you read this, and let's see, it was Smile probably 2 years ago, and
Sisters at least.
And then we got Sisters. We'll get into that in a minute, but so Smile was the first one of the series, and Sisters, so we'll talk about it. Sisters had come out. This is the second book, so this is like the sequel to it. But Guts, the third one, had not come out yet. So, so let's stay Smile for a minute. What's your favorite part? Like, what's your favorite thing about Smile? The dental drama?
Probably. I honestly got a little scared because I was going to get braces pretty soon.
Yeah.
So I got a little scared.
My favorite thing about it was that it taught me what was coming, because you were about to get braces. So I was like, oh, this is exactly what I need. This is like, it's like those pamphlets that you find, that tell you all about something.
Yeah.
This is a much better pamphlet, though. But it was a good book. And so you've read this quite a few times.
Yes.
So what would you say your rating for this is? So 1 to 5, 3 is good book, 4 is great book, 5 is best book ever, 2 is it was okay, and 1 is not so great. So what would you give Smile?
4.
4? Yeah. One of the best selling comics for several years running.
Yes.
So Smile's been in the top 10 best-selling comics for at least 3 years now. So.
And it has a Will Eisner award.
Will Eisner.
Will Eisner.
So do you know who Will Eisner is?
No.
Will Eisner is the person who is credited with coining the term graphic novel. So prior to Will Eisner, comics were strips, like newspaper comics.
Yeah.
So it was just like 4 panels and images and dialogue, and it was comics, but they were just in a strip. Graphic novel came out, and it was the birth of things like this. So he is best known for creating graphic novels, but specifically he created a comic strip called The Spirit, which is over there. You can see. You can't see it. We're just going to talk about something you can't see. So that is not an original piece of Will Eisner art. It's a recreation of it. But Will Eisner wrote The Spirit for a long time. Wrote and drew. And then started like a small studio where he had other people helping him draw as well. He took a long break during the World War II, and then he came back and continued on it. But he also wrote a book called A Contract with God, and it's about this Jewish family, this man who makes a contract with God, and one of the best graphic novels ever. I cried when I read it. It was brutal. It was pretty sad. So yeah, Will Eisner. So every year they have a comic convention and they give out the Eisner Awards, which is like the Academy Awards for comics, and they're named after Will Eisner. So I submitted a book for an Eisner Award this year. I probably won't win, but you gotta try. So yeah, so this definitely won the Eisner Award, as did Sisters. So, anything else you want to say about Smile? No?
Oh, I love how this is, she says that she wanted it to be a picture of her, but I think her editor, decided that they should do like a smiley face with braces, and I think that's interesting.
Yeah, it's become pretty iconic at this point, so.
It's on her novel, her smile journal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's become kind of her logo. So, okay. So second book, it's called Sisters. So this is also a true story, and what I like about this one the most is it's not a sequel to Smile. It's just another book about her life. And so she has braces in this book.
That's the summer before she goes into high school.
Yeah. So so part of this happened in Smile, but she left it out because it didn't contribute to the Smile story. That's one of my favorite things about all these books is it's not just here's my life when I was 11 and then here's my life when I was 12. Here's my life because of braces, and then this one is here's my life as it revolves around my sister. Yeah. And so there's a lot more to it. So what do you think of Sisters?
I loved how it went back to the memories that she has when she was younger. And I think my favorite memory is when she stepped on the snake.
Of course. So you can see kind of white pages. That's the current as the story is being told. And then yellow pages when she's telling a memory. So like this is her sister being born, and this is her and her sister when her sister's like 8 or something. Yeah. Maybe not 8, maybe 6, but yeah, it was a nice way of changing so that you knew when the flashbacks were happening. But it gave you a good perspective of why she was acting a certain way or why she felt a certain way because of something that happened long ago. Yeah. So, they go on a big road trip. Yeah. And
for 3 weeks.
3 weeks, 2 sisters, one car with their mom. Right. Yeah. So. And
I realized something. On the back, there's a photo panel, and there are 3 pictures, the 2 sisters, and it's one whole photo. So it kind of contributes to the...
Oh, yeah. 3 weeks, 2 sisters, 1 car. Yep. That is clever. So yeah, Sisters, what would you rate this one?
4 stars.
4 stars, just like Smile? Would you ever just be like, oh, I just need to read Sisters? Or would you always read Smile and then Sisters?
I think I'd be like, oh, I just want to read Sisters.
Yeah. I think Sisters is my favorite of the 3. Yeah. So I would read just Sisters. Okay. So third one. So Sisters, so you got Smile,
Yeah.
and then we got Sisters from the library for a while.
I think so.
And then one day, finally we just bought it because you kept reading it. Guts, we got on the day it came out. So we pre-ordered this from the Bookworm. So if you know there's a book coming out and you want it, make sure you tell the bookstore like a month or 2 months in advance so that they can order it and they'll have it saved for you. And if they don't provide that service, go to a different bookstore.
Like the Bookworm.
Bookworm, if you're not in Omaha, go somewhere else, but it helps the store know that they're going to sell it, so they can take the risk on ordering it. So, all right, so Guts. What's this one about?
This is when Raina is in 4th grade, going into 5th grade.
Okay.
And she gets a stomach bug, and after it's done, like the bug is gone, her stomach still hurts. And she goes to a therapist, and she learns that she's just really anxious.
She goes to a lot of doctors, and it's like, so many trips.
And she learns that she has to face her fears and remember, like, what foods she can still eat, but then avoid the foods that she knows will make her sick.
Like ice cream. Yeah. Okay. Favorite part of this book? Well, I know mine. So my favorite is how she learns that other people, so she's got this like weird thing going on, and she's going to the doctor and she doesn't want to tell anybody about it. So she's keeping a secret, and it's kind of hurting her friendships.
Yeah.
And then she finds out that her friends have their own things going on.
Yeah.
And one of them in particular, she finds out has got a pretty serious problem. And so it helps her learn empathy for other people. So she realizes that her friends might not be being the best friend to her because of the stuff she has going on. And so then she understands she needs to acknowledge that about herself too. So that she learned empathy in this book.
That is a good part of the story.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else you want to add? Or anything you liked about it?
Oh, I liked how she made the food diagram.
Oh, yes. Go ahead, tell me about it.
Where she has each of her family members, and it shows who likes what. And it's kind of funny because she shows her family members, like Amara picking off the cheese, and her dad saying, "I like cheese. It's what for dinner. It's what's for dinner."
Yeah, so there's a section, it's like a little advertisement looking panel about each of the family members, like an instructional guide to making cheese for dinner. That was pretty funny.
And then there's also another funny strip that says, well, we have taco night, like, for a while. We have taco night in our family, and then her friend's like, taco night? That's weird. My family doesn't do that. And and Raina says, well, it's like every single day of the week.
Yeah, they have taco night because they can each modify it the way they want to.
Yeah. So,
yeah. So what would you give Guts for a rating?
4.
4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't as good for me. It wasn't. I think there was. It was harder for Raina to put all of this into a cohesive story. It felt like it veered a little bit, which is one of the challenges to writing an autobiographical novel or a true story. Is sometimes the truth doesn't work as well as a story needs to. But she obviously does a fantastic job of making it work. I just think that the Guts topic wasn't as easy as like Smile or Sisters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good. So 4s for all 3.
Yeah.
Sneak Peek, Drama, and Ghosts are her other 2.
Yep.
Graphic novels, we'll definitely be talking about those. Yeah, Raina Telgemeier, one of the best-selling comic creators in a decade. So, all right. Anything else?
No.
Nope. All right.